Hi, I'm Natalie Lapp. I read the book Billion Dollar Whale, and for my presentation, I'm going to be interviewed by my friend Momo. His credentials is that he's really nice and he's really cute. This is Momo. All right, let's get started.
Provide a brief overview of the book.
All right, thanks, Momo. So this book is a little confusing. It's about the Malaysian government and their prime minister and how he created a sovereign wealth fund called the 1MDB and how another man called Joe Low stole billions of dollars from it. So Joe Low grew up in Malaysia in a moderate to wealthy family, but nothing extreme or crazy. And then he came to the U.S. for college at the University of Pennsylvania. There he developed close ties to all sorts of different people, including ties to the royal family from Saudi Arabia or Kuwait. And he also came to know the stepson of the Prime Minister of Malaysia very well. And that was his into that family and how he became so close to them and how he became the Prime Minister's right-hand man. So during his time at college, Joe Low developed a taste for partying. He really got into that habit and would throw extravagant parties, throwing around thousands of dollars at a time for a single night. And I would say, got addicted to the feeling of that. So later when he ended up stealing billions of dollars from the fund, he did the same thing, except at that time he would throw away millions and millions and millions of dollars at people. He was known for meeting someone and then immediately gifting them a Birkin bag, which can literally cost up to like 6 figures. They're very expensive. And he would throw huge parties inviting all different types of celebrities like Leonardo DiCaprio, Alicia Keys, Jamie Foxx, Paris Hilton, so on and so on. He ended up even becoming so close to Paris Hilton that they would go at end of the year skiing trips every year for a few years with her family and his family and a bunch of other close friends. And the parties that he would throw were like unfathomable. They were so extreme. They seemed fake. Like the book seemed a little made up. But his ability to throw these parties and his ability to throw away money like it was nothing was what caught the eye of the celebrities and what really intrigued them in Joe Low himself. So how Joe Low stole this money is he would create shell companies and then transfer the money to that company, or even Goldman Sachs played a huge role. They were the ones that raised the $6.5 billion for the 1MDB with the sale of 3 bonds in 2012 and 2013. Goldman Sachs also took away $600 million from the bonds. That was their cut, which is 10 times the normal amount of what a bank typically receives on a bond issuance. So there was a lot of shady stuff going on and a lot of behind the scenes, hidden under the rug type of deals.
Describe how the book relates to data analytics.
So the FBI actually used data analytics to figure out what happened. Data wrangling means wrestling with the data to put it in a more structured format that is useful for data analytics. And the only information that the FBI had were tips from people here and there and random companies that popped up that didn't have any employees, so shell companies, and like huge amounts of cash circling the globe in random accounts that didn't mean anything. And now descriptive analytics allows us to organize and extract meaning from our data to answer the question, what has happened? And the FBI figured out that Joe Low was the common denominator for all of these random events that kept happening, or random pieces of information. And they figured out that he's the one that stole the money. He's the one that put all of this really huge scheme together. And now predictive analytics leverages historical data to answer the question, what will happen in the future? Now the Malaysian government had to use this to figure out how their economy is going to recover from now being billions and billions and billions of dollars in debt from this one man and finally getting a good prime minister.
Natalie, what was your favorite part of the book?
So my favorite part was hearing about what happened to everybody after it was over. So Joe Low is a fugitive. He still isn't caught to this day. They know he's somewhere in China, but they can't pinpoint him. Najee went to prison and had to pay a lot in fines, same with his wife. And all the celebrities returned all their gifts, like that they got from him that were worth millions of dollars. And everyone else had to pay fines and didn't spend as much time in jail.